Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. This is the Football Connect. I'm your host Sam, and we are keeping you up to date with the transfers that are happening all over the world. So we are going to be catching up with every single thing that has been happening in the world of transfers, and I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. So the first one that is really topping, it's Arsenal's transfer mission. Yeah, Arsenal, they do have a mission. So their mission is to get Kai Havertz from Chelsea, who, by the way, Chelsea fans says that he was a waste of money. He has really offered them nothing. Arsenal are saying that they want the player. They believe that they can get something out of him. They've already had a bid which was rejected by Chelsea. And what we are being told is that they want to go back and they believe that they can get Kai Havertz. Also, the other one that Arsenal wants is Declan Rice. So one thing that we've been told, they are now out of Caicedo. Their only focus now is only to get Kai Havertz and Declan Rice in terms of their midfield strengthening, because they believe that Kai Havertz is not actually a forward player, but is actually a midfield. So exactly that's what they're working on. They actually believe that they can get the better out of this guy. So what we're being told with the Declan Rice, they are confident. In fact, if I had properly, they had a bid which they had set, which they are putting back for Declan Rice, and their competition, according to what we're being told, is only it's Manchester City. Yeah, only a treble winning Manchester City. But one thing that we know is that Declan Rice is saying that he's only preferring to be in Arsenal. He wants to remain in London. He doesn't want to leave London. So from West Ham to Arsenal, it's so easy for him. But Manchester City are showing interest. And one thing we know, if Manchester City wants a player, they can always get a player that they want. So we are going to keep you updated over what's going to be happening between those transfers. But one thing I can confirm to you, Kai Havertz they are confident he will be leaving, and they are confident that they'll get him, and they are working so hard to actually get something. While we're still in this Arsenal saga, we wanted to tell you and want to keep you an update. There is an update that has been happening. So a lot of you have heard that, well, Arteta could be on his way leaving Arsenal, because guess what, PSG are interested in him. So what we have been told is that there has been a deal, there have been communication, not a deal as such. PSG have talked to Arteta, and all the people who were in it, they are talking about, they're not expecting any deal to come anytime. There's been what can I say? They took to him, and the guy doesn't seem like he's really interested or he's buying into the project. So, as much as there is no yet, they feel like whatever they're gonna try to do, there won't be a deal that'll be agreed over Mikel Arteta. So we'll keep you updated with that one in terms of how it's gonna play out and if there's gonna be any movement when it comes to that. The other club we want to talk about in terms of their transfer news is Manchester United. Now, we are being told that Manchester United are keeping their eye on, of course, Oli Watkins, who has been playing at Aston Villa. They believe that he could be one of the players that they get. Remember, they were interested in Harry Kane, but now we were being told that their interest in Harry Kane has died down. So it means you might be surprised the English forward might not be moving after all. So after they've moved away from Harry Kane, what we are being told is that they are interested in getting Oli Watkins, and they are working, and they're gonna keep that deal close. They'll keep watching the player in terms of how it's gonna move. Also, we are being told that PSG are actually prepared to sell Kylian Mbappe to Manchester United should the Qatari begged with the El Sharjahs take over the bid to United is successful. So what PSG are saying, remember we told you that PSG were not interested in selling Kylian Mbappe to Real Madrid, but they're saying that they want to make money out of Kylian Mbappe. It doesn't matter what's going to happen at the end of the day, but if Manchester United's sale of the club happens soon and the Qatari wins that bid, PSG are going to sell Kylian Mbappe to Manchester United because they know that the money won't be a problem, and at the same time Real Madrid loses the player that they want. Because one thing that we know is that PSG doesn't want Real Madrid to win Kylian Mbappe. They will still want to feel that element of power to have control. So we'll keep you updated with that in terms of what's going to be happening. as we continue with the rumors concerning of Manchester United, we are also being told that Manchester United are keen on signing the 80 million rated midfield Benfica striker Gladio Ramos. According to what we are being told, it looks like Manchester United might go for him as one of the players that they can use to help out the club. So we'll keep you updated with that one. We haven't gotten much info, but the Sun, that's what they're reporting, that United could actually go to Benfica and get a player who is being rated at 80 million, not euro by the way, pounds. So that is way even higher than Darwin Nunes. I'm gonna be curious to see if that is gonna work out, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section over that one. The other scary news we are being told about Manchester United. By the way, if you are still watching the Connect, do me a favor, click the like button, subscribe to the Connect. Let me know your thoughts, what you think in terms of the transfer window. What we are being told also about Manchester United is David De Gea could leave Manchester United this summer if there's no any deal that is agreed over the deal that Manchester United have already offered the keeper. If he does not accept it, he's gonna be leaving Manchester United. Also, we are being told that Mason Greenwood is still part of the Manchester United squad. He has been added into the list, even though we know that the player might or may not be playing for United, if that even makes sense, because of the investigation that they've been doing concerning that domestic violence that happened. Yes, was it two seasons ago over the girlfriend, which almost went him to go to prison, but there was a situation that all the charges were dropped because now we know that he's about to become a father with the same girlfriend who actually reported him to be this. So we don't really know what's happening, but one thing we know is that he's still in the list of the team that will be playing next season for Manchester United. Does this mean that the research or whatever Manchester United, the investigation that they were doing, is now over? Is it now complete? Can the player also now become a player of United? Well, I really don't know, but we'll keep you updated over that one. That's one thing that I've been told that we'll just keep an eye on and see what happens. Let's move on to the other side of Manchester, as we are being told that Ilkay Gundogan could be on his way leaving Manchester City. According to what the reports we've been told, is it looks like Ilkay Gundogan is going to be walking away as a free agent, and Barcelona are the main target to get the player, as it looks like everything is set. He might be going to Barcelona. And we are being told that Manchester City were trying to set on a deal, but according to the rumors and the situations we are seeing, it looks like it's not going to really go that way. So it means that he will be working as a player, and we'll see what happens. I don't know, maybe there might be any changes, maybe there will be a last minute to try to save him, because one thing we know with City and Ilkay Gundogan, the player didn't really want to leave Manchester City, but he wanted at least a price that could keep it. He wanted a lengthy contract. If Man City, I think they wanted to offer him a 2 year, and he wanted a 3 year. Was it a 3 year deal or something? But City were only offering him 1 year. But what we're being told is that there is a table deal Barcelona have set, which is a 3 year contract for Ilkay Gundogan. So it looks like he's not going to accept the Manchester City contract. He's going to be moving. Talking about that, as a replacement of Ilkay Gundogan, if it happens, it looks like the deal of Chelsea and Manchester City could be very close, as we are being told that Marco Kovacic could be on his way to Manchester City, as it looks like they want to replace Ilkay Gundogan with him. I don't know how far is the deal going, but at this, as in the situation as we speak right now, it looks like it's really, really close, and everything is going according to plan. The way Manchester City is trying to set it up, and remember they have around £3 million, I think, to spend for the transfer window because of the treble winning trophies that they've won. We'll keep you updated over that one in terms of how it's gonna play out, but as it looks like, we'll see. Also, we were told that they are keeping an eye on the Declan Rice. They are interested. We really don't know how is that one gonna play out. Like I've already said, in Arsenal, the leading team is still Arsenal, but Manchester City doesn't mean that they're not interested. They are interested, and they could go for the player. And also, as we are still doing this transfer roundup, you have to know that Kyle Walker could be one of the players who could be leaving Manchester City. According to the reports we are being told, is Bayern Munich are really interested, and their deal to get Kyle Walker is really, really real. They want to replace Benjamin Pavard, who could be leaving, but and it looks like the person who will be taking over that position is Kyle Walker. Tuchel is a big fan. It looks like he wants the player and is working so hard to get the player. The other player who could be leaving Manchester City, you might be surprised there's less of who are coming in and more who are leaving. We are being also told that Manchester City could be also about to lose Bernardo Silva, as this player has been one of the players who wanted to leave for such a long time. PSG and Barcelona are the teams that are being linked up to actually be the teams that get him. But as things are standing at the moment, we'll keep you updated over how things are going to play out. But it looks like Bernardo Silva could also be one player who could be leaving Manchester City, going either to PSG or to Barcelona. But anyway, we'll see how that one will play out, but we'll keep you updated. So do me a favor, if you are still watching with the Connect, click that like button and subscribe to the Connect. We are gonna move to the other club that also has been doing some serious transfer news, which is Chelsea. So there is a lot of players who are moving at Chelsea than actually coming in. By the way, before we go anywhere far, there are two players who are being rumored to be coming to Chelsea. The first one is also, of course, Kudus, who has already been signed. I think that's how his name is, who was signed in January and is coming in. So that one is a done deal. He'll be walking in into the Chelsea team. But in terms, the other one that they want is Moses Caicedo. The reason why they want Caicedo, they lost Jorginho and they're about to lose Kovacic, and they could also be losing other players that I'm going to be mentioning as we go forward. But also, that's Caicedo is one player that they want, and the Brighton want at least £100 million. So we'll keep you updated over that deal. So what Chelsea are working so hard is to at least try to make so much money as they can make from the transfers out who are leaving. We are expecting so many players to go. First, N'Golo Kante has already left. He's now in Saudi. He's a player who's going to be playing in Saudi. So that's one player who's out. We are also being told that Kai Havertz is leaving to Arsenal. We have already talked about that one. If you haven't watched in the Arsenal situation, it looks like they want more money. Arsenal had bid with 50, or if it's not £55 million, but it looks like it was rejected. I don't know what's going to happen from that, but that's what we're being told. We know that Manchester United had bid 40 million for Mason Mount, which was rejected, and we are being told that they're preparing another bid to try to get Mason Mount. So there is another player who's leaving. So it's Kai Havertz, Mason Mount, and also or Mason Mount, and also of course Jorginho, who left already. We also know that there is another player who's going to be leaving, Hakim Ziyech. It looks like Saudi Arabian League is interested in getting Hakim Ziyech. I don't know how the situation stands at the moment, but it looks like there is a money-making machine that is calling for his head so that they get him. The other player who we know might be leaving is Romelu Lukaku. Lukaku wants to remain at Inter Milan, but Inter are only willing to take him on loan. Chelsea are no longer interested to do a loan move for Lukaku. Either is out of the books or is coming back to Stamford Bridge. But there is also a bid for Lukaku which was coming from Saudi Arabia. So that could also be something that could be calling off for Lukaku to move to that part of the league. But at this moment, we really don't know how that one is going to play out. But we'll keep you updated over how it's going to play out. But Lukaku could be also one of the players who could be leaving Chelsea. Hakim Ziyech, like I said, Saudi Arabia are interested in him. PSG wanted him last summer, but they could not get him last transfer window. They could not get him because of how Chelsea played them. Now it looks like he could be going to Saudi League. It doesn't look like PSG are still coming back for him. So that is a little bit weird. Also, we are being told that Mendy could also be one of the goalkeepers who's about to leave. He's going to be leaving as a free agent, by the way, because if he does not sign the contract, it means he's going to be walking out. If he does not leave because they don't want to sign him back, if they are not able to sell him, he's going to be working as a free agent. The other player that we are also being told is that Kepa is going to remain as the number one goalkeeper, as they are looking as well to sign another keeper. Who Onana is the player we have been told that they're interested in signing. Inter Milan wants money for that one, so we don't know. We'll keep you updated over it. It's still in its beginning stages. There's no any progression that is happening, but we'll let you know in terms of how it's going to move out. The other player we are being told as well that could also be on his way out is Christian Pulisic. But the problem with Christian Pulisic is that he hasn't been confirmed which team wants him, because at the moment things are just quiet. But we'll keep watching, we'll keep you updated if there's any changes. But Christian Pulisic could also be one of the players who could be leaving Chelsea, going elsewhere. I hope he's not going to Saudi League, because Saudi are just taking everyone. Anyway, I'm gonna tell you something about the Saudi League at the end of the video. There's something interesting that I was told. You are gonna laugh. Trust me, you are really gonna laugh. Anyway, let's move on to the last of the big teams that we have been talking about. In fact, there's still Tottenham Hotspurs. Let's talk about Tottenham before I go to the last one. So, according to what we've been told, the reports we've been told, the main story, of course, when it comes to Tottenham Hotspurs is Harry Kane. Is Harry Kane going to be leaving? Is he going to go somewhere? What's going to happen? Well, at this moment, Real Madrid wanted him, but Kylian Mbappe discovered that there was a chance, and now it seems like their attention might have now moved. They're focusing on Kylian Mbappe. The other one who wanted the Kane was Bayern Munich, but it looks like the player also made it clear that he didn't want to go to them, so that could have died out. The other one we have been told, by the way, when it comes to this situation, is that the other team that wanted him was Manchester United, who now looks like they're walking away. So it means that Kane could remain at Tottenham and leave to Spurs as a free agent next season. I don't know. He might go to Chelsea, because also guess what? Chelsea wants him as well, because Maurizio Pochettino is now the Chelsea manager. So you never know. Maybe that one's for next summer. We'll keep you updated over how it's gonna play out. But in terms of serious transfers, they are interested in bringing two players from Leicester City. They want to sign James Maddison, and they're interested in who? The other guy who was playing on the right, what's his name? Please remind me on the comment section. They made a bid of 50 million. Okay, so it's Harvey Barnes. So they are working so hard to get him. They'd bid the 50 million for both Madison and Barnes, and guess what? Like we expected, Leicester denied, no, refused, rejected the bid. So it looks like they might go back for him because they're interested in getting him. I don't know how that one's gonna play out, and we'll keep you updated over how the transfer window goes out as well. But one thing that I know is that there is some movement that are going to be happening in terms of transfer news in Tottenham Hotspur. The new managers want people. They are also working on a deal to sign the Brentford goalkeeper, who is David some. What is his name? So his name is David Raya. It looks like Tottenham Hotspur wants to replace Hugo Lloris, who could be leaving anytime soon, with David Raya, and it looks like everything's going according to how they're playing it. I don't know. We'll keep you updated over that one. But it looks like there's some movement that is going to happen. That's going to be happening there. The other news that I think we should also be talking about, which I believe is really important, is that the next team that comes in the list is Liverpool, and the only team in the top six that has already confirmed the signing of a player. The other ones are still working on theirs, but they've already confirmed the signing of a player, with Alex McAllister leaving Brighton, coming to LFC. They are working so hard with the Tumer. They are working on Kepre Toram. It looks like they want to sign Toram, and everything that we are being told, that there are so mixed reports. So many people were giving us information that this deal is done, but Liverpool are still confirming that they're still working on the deal. They are not saying that it's done. They're not saying that there's any agreement. They're just saying that they're working on it. They're interested in the player. But one thing we've been told is that the player has been sold out in terms of the mission that Liverpool wants to work on, and is really, really interested in going there. And it looks like they want to run more than Kone, and that's why they're working so hard to get him. There are also players who are being linked as well with Liverpool. There are so many, but one thing I know is that they're saying that by the end of the season, by the end of the transfer window, they should have at least signed two midfielders after McAllister, and a defender who can play with left back. So I don't know with Liverpool how it's gonna play out, but I will keep you updated with the movement. This has been all the transfer rounders over the top six clubs in the world. The other important news that I might have forgotten is we could see Mirez moving from Man City to Saudi League. Now, like I told you, I'm gonna tell you what's really happening with the Saudi League, if you have not been told, by the way. So this is what the Saudi League are doing, people. They want to sign the state, by the way, the Saudi League state. It is the state that is signing the players. Then make sure that then the clubs will actually say that these are the players that they want. So in other words, all these players you have been seeing moving to the Saudi League, it's not actually the clubs that are signing those players, but the state, the country is signing those players. After signing those players, they move to different clubs that they will be interested in. The clubs that are interested in those players get them. For example, Benzema was signed by a team that is opposition to Cristiano Ronaldo. It looks like that's the club that got him. Cristiano Ronaldo is also signed in a different club. We know N'Golo Kante is going to join in with Benzema. We also know that there are Stevie G, the club that he went, is going to try to get Felipe Coutinho and Sadio Mane. The state will sign them and put them into that club. So it looks like it's not actually the clubs who are signing this, but the state wants to change their football, and they want to do everything that they can do to at least improve their football. That is mental. Anyway, we'll keep you updated over what happens, but this is the roundup of all the transfer news that has been happening all over the Premier League. Tell me which one you agree with or you disagree with. Let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to click the like button, subscribe to the content. I'm out. I'm your host, Sam, and you know the best way to help me is to subscribe. Keep sharing this video so that more people can watch, and let me know what you think about them. I'm out. Peace.
Beats the goalkeeper. He just lost for work.